Okay, so I've been doing some dreaming and remembering. So you know what I mean? But no, for real, I'm sleeping today. Whatever that means for me, I'm doing it. So this morning, going into last night, well, coming from last night, the parts of my dream that I remember is basically like this robot chick. She had came down to Earth or whatnot, or wherever she came from, and she had some friends, and they were trying to like capture, kidnap, take my crew, and yeah, so my crew was basically like the whole little town that we was in. So everybody was running kind of nervous and that. Even I was running because I'm like, okay, I gotta figure something out. But I was with whoever my little boo is, and like this was actually genuinely like a real little boom pop out. So we he I guess I was some kind of superhero one night because I was looking so I could, get a plans together. I had to get as far away as possible so I can continue to maneuver how I need to. So me and him went to go hide. I got my shit together. Then I popped back out. Everybody getting chased and all that this. So yeah, that happened. And then I got my shit together, came back out, then I woke up. Like I was about to go in attack mode, then I woke up. I'm like, okay, what was that about? Then fast forward to me just taking a nap that I just woke up from. And I went to sleep to some subliminals. They were called Dark Moon Lilith Meditation Subliminals. I think 458 hertz or 452 hertz or something like that. But in the dream, we was at some kind of like school event, always like a festival or something, and I was with my old best friends. One of them, we've been best friends since 4th grade, but we don't talk no more. And then the other one, I met her through the other chick in 6th grade. We was all going to the same school. So yeah, they got into it. They was getting to it because I had this little guy friend that I was talking to, and he wanted me, and probably somebody else wanted him or had him. I'm not sure the whole sitch, but yeah, they got into it about that, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pick myself regardless. Like, I ain't talked to y'all in a while. Like, we not even real cool for real. Like, y'all was all, I always felt like the third wheel best friend. So it's just, allow me to be happy. So while me and this guy is hanging out, doing our thing, they going off and all this extraness. And we were at like this front desk talking, but they were still arguing, and the guy, he was like off to the side, and I was like right up there with them, and I'm sitting here trying to explain, like, explain the situation or whatnot. And the lady at the office, she ends up calling my mom, but like having her on mute while I don't know that she called her or something. So she like dialed the number and then had us arguing and stuff. But the only reason I stepped in was trying to diffuse the situation, because I'm just like, bro, y'all rowdy and shit about something that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So allow me to be me, or take this elsewhere. But y'all need to y'all need to cool it, because I don't like doing shit all out in public, like arguing and all that extra. I don't like making a scene. So like that was making me uncomfortable even in a dream. So I'm like, y'all need to get that together. So I knew my mama was waiting on me, but because they was up in there arguing about me, I'm trying to get that situated before I walk off. And yeah, so everybody finally came down, went from a 10 to like a 4, and I was like, all right. But they walked out before I did, and I was like, the lady that was at the front desk is funny because I remember her as being my baby daddy's sister. So yeah, on some messy shit, right? So yeah, she called my mama. I finally walk out after them because they were still kind of arguing, but they had calmed down. And I was walking with the guy, and it was this security guy. He was sitting there on the bench, and they had like this trunk full of stuff, free stuff that they was giving away. And I was like, oh, could I grab something out of here? And at first he was unsure, but I had already seen other people, grabbing up out of here and this, that, and the 10. So I don't know if he was just trying to be an a-hole to me or what, but I was like, oh, okay. Then he finally like unsurely said yes, and I was like, all right. I was already gonna go in there, but it's cool. So I grabbed me a few items out of there. They had like little gift packs, little holiday gift packs of makeup brushes, stuff like that. Then they had these spa ears, but they was in the shape of a cat, and I was so excited about that. So I get the ears, I get the little makeup brush, I get me some makeup, this, that, and the 10. They had like this thing of nail polish, looked like they took it right from a store and kept the stand and everything to keep it organized and separated. So all that was back there. It was just a trunk full of shit, and I'm digging in the trunk getting my stuff. Then my ma, she yells at me from across the street, talking about she been waiting on me, and I'm up in here causing confusions amongst people, and I'm instigating fights and all this. So I'm just like, I was trying to calm everything down, like, what is you talking about? And so she getting rowdy with me, but she not even at the car. She was across the street at some kind of like stand doing some other shit. But I kind of like replied to her, and she was getting aggressive, like angry type shit. So whoever she was next to, it was a guy that was next to her. He grabbed her because like she was kind of like trying to come toward me in an aggressive way. But she was still all the way across the street. Like, I had time to get my shit together. I'm still digging in the trunk all calmly in this. I'm like... And then I looked at the guy that I was with and his crew. And they kind of, like, walked up to the trunk or whatnot. And one of them had a mask on. I don't know if it was the one that I was originally with or one of his friends, but one of them had like half a mask on. You can only see his eyes, and I was excited about my cat ears, so I was like, bro, look at this, like, this cool, right? And then that's whenever he had we laughed about it a little bit, and then he had walked me to the car. I wasn't even paying her no mind, going off behind me and knowing that I had to go get in the car with her. It's like I completely ignored that whole situation, and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, he walked me to the car. Then I finally just wake up, and that just made me think. I'm like, that's exactly like my whole life story. me trying to diffuse shit, but getting in the middle of it some way, somehow, and then being blamed for starting it. But it's like, um, if you were talking about me first, then of course I'm the topic of discussion. I'm the start of the vibe. But I didn't start the conversation. I don't care for people to talk about me. I don't do things so people will talk about me. I literally just live my life, and I have a lot of highlighted moments that that you can, form an opinion about. And that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Like, the whole experience is to have those moments, form your opinion, learn your lesson, and grow. And don't do that shit again if it was something wrong. So, yeah, it was just like, don't worry about all the other noises, all this background noise. Like, just focus on you, your rewards, and just love life. Like, just continue to ignore the background shit. Like, it's gonna be plenty of people in an uproar about you, towards you, and it's just like, dust that shit off, because your protection is gonna make sure you good. Like, ain't nobody finna be coming at you crazy, and you ain't gonna have to get crazy. So fuck them. And I was like, oh, thanks, thank you. I needed one of them, because yesterday I was just so upset, and I'm like, this not even like me to feel this much anger right now. Like, the way I'm feeling and the way I've been growing, like, why am I feeling this much anger? And I was just like, Lord, just please send me a sign. I need something. And my dreams haven't been as clear as I would have liked them to be. But the last few nights, like the night before last, I don't remember much about the dream, but I keep having like these flashes as if I was a man arguing with somebody, and like going hard about the fight type shit. So it's like, I know I'm using a lot of energy in these dreams, and I'm like, I need to have complete control of them. And I can't just be letting myself be vulnerable. And yes, I pray before I go to sleep. I ask my angels to continue to protect me and guide me and send me, any messages that I need to be clear about, or that I need to, have knowledge about, awareness about. So yeah, it's like, I'm expecting to have all this, but I also need to, wake up and transmute this energy some way. And that's where I'm at in life, trying to figure out, first decipher the bullshit, and after I'm okay with my deciphering, I am trying to, okay, my current situation, that dream, and where I'm going, how are they all connected? And after I figure that out, I just relax. I go back to life until it's time for me to use that information to the best of my ability. But I'm grateful for that confirmation, because like, I asked for it. I was like, I feel like they own me. I feel like they attacking me, and I just really need a sign that she still got me. And I've been really disciplining myself, because I'm just like, I know certain stuff I'm still doing is, part of the problem. So I cut back on a lot of activities, and I'm proud of myself. And it's just, God don't mind reassuring you that you're special. But you also have to communicate with God and let them know that He's special too. That they're special. So, yeah. The enemy is crumbling. They're all up against each other. And I'm just like, y'all are snakes. Instigating snakes. But I'm staying out the way. I choose to stay out the way because everything is okay. We gonna be alright. Me and him and the family, we gonna be alright.